What's up, YouTube? This is Methods97, and welcome to another episode of my WWE 2K15 Universe Mode. This is number 24, and we're here with Monday Night Raw. So without any further delay, let's take a look at the match card for this episode. We've got The Miz one-on-one with Kofi Kingston of the New Day. Paige goes one-on-one with Nikki Bella in singles competition. CM Punk and Kane will face off in a matchup. Of course, CM Punk, the Royal Rumble winner. Kane qualified for the Elimination Chamber, so that'll be an interesting matchup to see. Summer Rae, the Divas Champion, goes one-on-one with one half of the Funkadactyls, Naomi. Viva Perfecto will take on Swiss Thunder in tag team action. And, of course, the main event you've all been waiting for, the Samoan Showdown Part 2, The Rock one-on-one with the powerhouse of the Shield, Roman Reigns. And if The Rock wins, he, Dolph Ziggler, and Jack Swagger will qualify for the Elimination Chamber. If Roman Reigns wins, the Shield will qualify for the Chamber. As we saw, Kofi defeated Miz, Paige picked up the victory over Nikki Bella, and Viva Perfecto scores the victory over Swiss Thunder. And of course, we know that Del Rio will be defending his United States Championship against Cesaro at Elimination Chamber. I mean, the pay-per-view card we've got, things are really getting set up now. As, you know, let's take a quick rundown at the match card we've currently got in place. We have Del Rio versus Cesaro, of course, for the U.S. title. We've got the Wyatt family defending the tag team titles against Booker T and Goldust. We have the Divas Championship match, which is official. It will be Summer Rae defending the title in a triple threat match against Brie Bella and AJ Lee. We've got the WWE Championship Elimination Chamber, which currently will feature The Rock. Not The Rock, what am I saying? Could feature The Rock. It will feature John Cena, Batista, and Kane. And then, of course, it could be The Rock, Dolph Ziggler, and Jack Swagger. Or it could be Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose, and Roman Reigns of the Shield. You know, that all rides on the main event here tonight. And then for the World Heavyweight Championship Elimination Chamber over on SmackDown, we've currently got Mark Henry, Wade Barrett, Sheamus, and Chris Jericho lined up for that one. And there's this big announcement. There's going to be this big announcement on SmackDown. So you want to make sure you stay tuned to that to find out who the final two members would be. Could it perhaps be the return of Edge and Christian? Well, I guess we're just going to have to wait and find out for that one. As we can take a look now, making his way to the ring to face the best in the world, CM Punk, is the big red monster, Kane. And Kane, really in Universe Mode, Kane has been a bit of an enigma. I mean, he hasn't really been... he's always got a presence about him, but at the same time, he hasn't exactly been the most successful here in Universe Mode. I mean, he's been kind of in that main event scene, but more of like an upper mid-card role, I guess. I mean, he was once in a tag team with Daniel Bryan way back when. That didn't last too long. They went their separate ways shortly after. At one point, Kane was on SmackDown, but then he made the move over to Raw, along with Daniel Bryan. And then we've got CM Punk here, who is a former WWE champion, held the title from Extreme Rules up until Capital Punishment, where he lost it to Dean Ambrose. And since then, CM Punk hasn't really been able to get himself back into the title picture. I mean, at Vengeance, he teamed up with Bryan to take on the Shield in a losing effort. At SummerSlam, he had a #1 contenders match for the WWE Championship against John Cena, but Cena got the win in that matchup, so Punk didn't exactly get to make it back into the title scene. And of course, we know what happened with Cena. He went on to win the title at Night of Champions from Dean Ambrose. And then since then, CM Punk, I mean, he did get a victory over Alberto Del Rio on No Way Out. Well, at No Way Out. But other than that, I mean, CM Punk hasn't exactly had the best track record in Universe Mode since losing the title. However, at the Royal Rumble, I mean, he really turned his luck around, lasting over 45 minutes in the Rumble. Well, okay, lasting 42 minutes in the Royal Rumble match. I always get like the minutes and seconds confused, so I apologize for that. He lasted 42 minutes 46 seconds, but he did win the matchup, and now he's going to be headed to the main event of WrestleMania to face either the WWE or World Heavyweight Champion. Although I'm pretty sure CM Punk has his sights set on the WWE Championship. I mean, just take a look at the history he's got with John Cena. Take a look at the history he's got with The Shield. I mean, any of those opponents would definitely probably be a good challenge for CM Punk. Someone that he's got beef with, he's looking for redemption against. And then, of course, you know, you've got potentially some guys like Dolph Ziggler and Jack Swagger, who I'm sure CM Punk would love to compete against, love to have a good match, a real wrestling match against. I mean, those two are pretty impressive superstars in the ring. And then we've got somebody like Kane here, which I'm sure CM Punk doesn't think too kindly of Kane. I mean, I'm sure if Kane would win the WWE Championship, CM Punk would be more than happy to get the title off of him. And then, you know, potentially The Rock. I mean, CM Punk, I'm not sure what he thinks of The Rock and his, you know, return to the WWE. I'm sure he's probably not too happy about it, but there's nothing really Punk can do right now. And Batista probably is in the same boat as The Rock. I mean, Punk probably isn't too satisfied with how Batista has been booked since returning to the WWE, how he's just kind of been given opportunities left and right. So, I mean, CM Punk, since he won the Royal Rumble, that's going to be a big opportunity for him to maybe perhaps right the potential wrongs he might see here on Monday Night Raw. But wait a minute, Kane, it looks like CM Punk is passed out here. Kane with that glove in the face just suffocating CM Punk. And Kane has won the matchup here tonight, as we can see. Yep, that glove just right in the face, just engulfing the face of CM Punk. And Kane picks up a big victory here tonight. Almost a bit of an upset victory. I mean, I would have expected... I mean, not to say that Kane doesn't have a chance against CM Punk, as he's defeated The Rock a couple of weeks ago, but I mean, I wouldn't have expected Kane to actually walk out the winner here tonight, but he's done just that. And I mean, if you want to make a statement heading into the Elimination Chamber that you belong in that matchup, that you can perhaps become the next WWE Champion, I think that's the way to do it. Kane defeating the winner of the Royal Rumble, CM Punk, here tonight. So Kane, he's looking mighty impressive heading into the Chambers. He's now beaten The Rock and CM Punk this past month. So I mean, Kane, I think he's got really good odds of becoming the next WWE Champion. But now it's time to move on to the next matchup. This is the Divas Champion Summer Rae making her way down to the ring. As we saw in the last episode of Universe Mode on SmackDown, Summer Rae was present at ringside as AJ and Brie Bella went head-to-head in singles competition. AJ wound up winning that matchup, so Summer Rae got an opportunity to kind of scope out her competition, and now we know that there's going to be a triple threat for the Divas Championship at the Elimination Chamber. So Summer Rae, now's her last chance to make a statement heading into the pay-per-view, to make herself look strong, make herself look like a dominant champion. And this is a good opponent for her to do that against. Someone she hasn't faced yet, as she's going to go one-on-one with Naomi here tonight. And Naomi, arguably the better half of the Funkadactyls, the more technically gifted, the more ring savvy, I guess you could say, of the Funkadactyls. As we've seen, Cameron really has had a rough start getting into since starting off here in the WWE. As Cameron, you know, she's lost match after match. Although, if you think back to the month of January, Naomi and Cameron had a good saga of matches against the Bella Twins. But really, other than that, I mean, they still have to make a name for themselves here in the WWE. I mean, since they've only debuted back in January. So they're not quite ready to move up to that next level, move up to the Divas Championship just yet. But I think if Naomi could get a win here against Summer Rae tonight, obviously she can't make it into the match at Elimination Chamber, but WrestleMania could be a strong possibility if she could defeat the Divas Champ here tonight. I think that would put her next in line following Elimination Chamber. I think she'd be the top contender heading off the pay-per-view. That is, of course, unless Summer Rae would lose the title, in which case Summer Rae would be granted a rematch clause. So then I guess in that circumstance, Naomi would be placed at number 2. But this is all if she can get the victory over Summer here tonight. Nice snapmare, and oh, a drop kick to the face of Naomi. Beautiful move there from Summer Rae, as Summer Rae now just a kick to the back of Naomi. And like I said, Summer Rae, she has to look dominant. She has to put on a good performance here tonight. And what is this? Oh, a backbreaker. I can feel that one here from my seat. What a move there by Summer Rae. She's continuing to expand her arsenal of moves, try to perfect her craft, try to better herself to become the best Divas champion of all time. Although we have seen in the past that Summer Rae does have a bit of a mean streak. She's got a bit of an ego, I should say. She's definitely an arrogant champion. Probably the most arrogant champion we've seen thus far in Universe Mode. Possibly also the most insecure champion. As we've seen in the past, divas like Natalya, Beth Phoenix, and Caitlyn, the 3 previous Divas champions prior to Summer Rae, I mean, they just had a presence about them. I mean, they definitely, you could just by looking at them, you could see that they're Divas championship material. And plus, they had a bit more of a power style of offense, where they, I mean, just heading into a matchup, they would appear to be the favorite. But then if you take a look at Summer Rae here, I mean, she's not exactly the most powerful. She's not the biggest diva we've seen. She's actually a bit more of a speedy, more technical diva. So, I mean, in terms of the 3 previous Divas champions we've had, Summer Rae is definitely a bit different from all of them. And as we can see, Summer Rae off that leg drop across the sternum gets the victory over Naomi here tonight. And I just did all that time building her up now. And Summer Rae, you know, she gets another victory, so she keeps the momentum in her corner. But we'll see if that will be enough. If she can live up to the build-up that I just gave her and defend the title against not 1 but 2 opponents. We do know that Summer Rae won the title in a Fatal 4-Way, but does she have what it takes to defend the title when she's up against more than 1 opponent? Well, that's yet to be determined, and we're going to find that out this Sunday at the Elimination Chamber, which I'm not sure exactly when the Elimination Chamber is going to be uploaded. I'm doing this commentary on February 1st, but I know this is probably going to be uploaded later in the week, if not the next week. So at this point, I mean, it's a Sunday right now. I'm thinking maybe if I could try to get the pay-per-view up 2 to 3 weeks from now. That's kind of that's what I'm thinking right now, because I still have to record one of the matches. Because I haven't been able to do that because, I mean, I can't really say without spoiling anything for SmackDown, but you'll find out on SmackDown. So, anyway, I haven't been able to record the whole thing just yet. Plus, I gotta render out the matches then, which is gonna take a while, and then I have to do commentary for the whole thing, and the pay-per-view is gonna be over an hour, like they normally are, so it's gonna take a bit longer to get that going. So, hopefully, I mean, if you see a bit more of my career videos being uploaded this... Wait a minute, Roman Reigns wasting little time here, just attacking the Rocks with a Luthez press, and Roman Reigns immediately gains the upper hand before this matchup could even begin. Wow, so Roman Reigns, I mean, he definitely wants to get his Shield brethren into that Elimination Chamber. And, you know, we see just really just wasting little time to get this matchup underway. And now Roman Reigns just attacking The Rock. Roman Reigns he's completely got the upper hand here. And now Roman Reigns really just starting out in control. And now a Samoan drop. What a move there by Reigns. But as I was saying, if you see more like career mode videos being uploaded over the next one to 2 weeks, that's because, you know, I got to do something to... Well, actually, no, I don't even know how that would be. If you just see a decrease in uploads in general, I don't know, it all depends. Like, if I have the time to do commentaries, but if I don't have Elimination Chamber, like, rendered for, like, edited so that I can do commentary for it, then I'll just do commentaries for career mode. That's how that would work. So I don't know exactly how things are going to play out. And, you know, I don't really want to announce things like, oh, I'm going to have this video done at this time. Because then, I mean, if I don't live up to that promise, then that's just a broken promise, and I've led you on, and I've lied to you, and whatnot. And really, the whole situation with UCW 2K15 has kind of, you know, made me think about that a little bit more, because I said that I was going to do UCW 2K15, and now it looks like I'm not going to do UCW 2K15. I'm swaying over to the side of just put it off for another year, see if we can get the features back in the game that they took out this year. So I think I'm basically set that I'm not going to be doing UCW 2K15 this year. Although I guess, you know, anything's possible. If something miraculous would change in circumstances and I would, for some reason, change my mind and try to do the series, then, I mean, I won't count it out, but I'm like 95% sure at this point that I'm not going to be doing UCW 2K15 this year. Just, I don't know, just the way everything has worked out. It just hasn't, I don't know, my motivation for the series has just kind of died down ever since 2K15 was released and all the modes were taken out. So I don't know. We'll see. For right now, that series is kind of suspended. For now, I'm not going to be doing it until further notice, so I guess you'll just have to wait to hear from me if I make an announcement that I'm going to be doing it. I mean, for right now, I'm basically saying I'm not going to be doing the series, and if I ever give you an announcement that I will pick up that UCW series, then that means I'm going to do it. I'm not going to give you, I'm not going to say like 2 months prior, oh, I'm going to be doing this series, I'm going to be picking it back up, this is going to be a thing, when, you know, if I'm going to wait until I have all the materials ready, and then, you know, maybe even once I have some videos made for it, I might just wait until it's like 1 or 2 weeks before I'm going to upload the thing. And that'll probably just be the case for any other series in general, and any video for that matter. I mean, I don't want to announce it until I know when it is going to be. So at the moment, I'm not sure when Elimination Chamber is going to be. As a safe estimate, I'm going to say 2 to 3 weeks from now. But if it's not until, you know, if it's not for like another month yet, that's just how the cookie crumbles. That's just how things roll, and that's just how the circumstances play out. Let's focus back in on the matchup here as Roman Reigns is setting up The Rock for something big. Look at Roman Reigns. He gets a running start and delivers a drop kick to the side of the head on the apron there to The Rock. And that's the same move that defeated Daniel Bryan a month ago on Monday Night Raw in that tag team match against CM Punk. Against the best in the beard, the greatest of all teams, whatever you call them. And now Roman Reigns. Reigns is just kind of toying with The Rock right now. I think he knows he's got him beat. There's a cover. 1, 2. No, The Rock kicks out. Well, I'm actually not sure, because Roman Reigns doesn't seem like the type of guy who would, you know, let his ego get the better of him. I mean, at that point, I don't think, I mean, he may not have thought that he had The Rock beat, but he just wants to kind of play some mind games with The Rock. Oh, what a Uranagi side slam there from Roman Reigns. And oh, he's going to the corner. Oh, Roman Reigns. He's looking to set up The Rock for that spear. Reigns, he's waiting. He's in position, waiting for The Rock to get back to his feet. And it's only a matter of time before this match comes to it. What is it? What is going on here? What is happening? The lights have gone out. That was the Wyatts. What the hell? What just happened? The Wyatt family, the Wyatt family's vignette just played, and both men are down. They're making it back to their feet. What the hell just happened when the lights went out? But this is not good. I mean, I don't know. This just completely changed the complexion of this matchup. Let's look at The Rock. The Rock with a rock bottom to Roman Reigns, taking advantage of the opportunity, and that could be it. Rock goes for the cover. 2, 3, and The Rock has defeated Roman Reigns here tonight. I don't know what just happened with the Wyatt family, what exactly just went down moments ago, but whatever it was, it certainly gave The Rock the advantage and gave him an opportunity to get back in the driver's seat and get the victory here tonight. Well, that's it for this episode. I want to thank you all for watching, and stay tuned for more.